Join me on this trip to Barcelona, Spain, from Iași, Romania, to open up a bank account in United States dollars. A process that should have been readily available with a few clicks takes me here in person so I can open up the bank account to run my business. Find out how much this costs, it should have been zero. 2, the struggles of a digital nomad having a business in Spain. And 3, what is the customer experience going to be like? Dessert on the house. Enjoy. Okay, so why am I going to Barcelona to open up a bank account in US dollars? You might be asking, well, can't you do that online from an app? Well, theoretically, yes, but guess what? This bank, CaixaBank, they don't allow it. You have to do it in person. Now, you can do it for a personal bank account, like if you have, like in your name, but for a business, no. You have to be there in person. Now, I'm a resident of the Canary Islands, so I should theoretically have to go to the Canary Islands to perform this action, but I can't because that's too far and I have to have too many flights changed and whatever, and it's very expensive anyways. So the people at CaixaBank in the Canary Islands, they said you can only do it in person. So I said, okay, but you guys are too far away, it costs me too much, and instead of costing me $0 and taking me about 10 seconds to open up a bank account, I have to be there in person. So I'm gonna go to Barcelona where there's the same bank. So they said, yes, but you have to tell us when you go exactly, and we have to have our signature form or whatever, on a tablet open so you can sign there so it registers here. And it's like, Jesus Christ. So this should have costed me about 10 seconds and $0. For those of you who are tuning in for the first time, my name is Dominic. I'm a customer experience enthusiast. I've been one for the past 15 plus years. I'm 12 years as Zendesk consultant, and I'm Romanian and I resell Zendesk in Romania. Most of my activity is .com in the English speaking world. So I do consultancy services, but I do also resell Zendesk licenses in Romania. So I opened up a business entity in Spain as well as in Romania, and I'm trying to move most of my stuff to Spain because if you want to watch some of my previous videos, I didn't have the best experience with the Romanian government. So yeah, this is part of that journey of moving everything. So yeah, enjoy the ride. I'm here. Flight gets a 5 out of 5. There were no turbulences, and I don't know if there's anybody that likes them, but I'm especially not a big fan. So yeah, let's get a bus or a train or whatever to center of the city where we will see our accommodation.
Check it out, the nicer parts of the city. We're getting to the nicer parts of the city.
They say there's very many pickpocketers in Barcelona, and that you should be careful with your phone. We'll see how that turns out. Hopefully this trip is not going to be more expensive than it has to. I'll just film the street for now. I feel for you guys seeing my face all the time. So during my flight, the people at the bank, CaixaBank as it's called, they wrote to me and they asked like, hey, are you going to be in the Barcelona office tomorrow? Which was pretty unexpected because I thought they had forgotten. I mean, it's not like, I don't know, this is what I expected from the service. I thought like, okay, they forgot anyway, so I have to remind them. Even though I have to travel like to, I don't know how much that is, like 3,000 kilometers to get something done, which could have been done in like 10 seconds with zero money. But they actually pulled through and they asked me, hey, is everything okay? Are you going to arrive tomorrow? So yeah, hope for the best. Architecture is really freaking nice, bro. I just got here. I live in one of these buildings. I'm not sure which one. The host is on his way, and yeah, looking forward to it. I'm actually pretty hungry and a bit tired, and I don't feel like filming, so I will show you the place and then probably see if there's anything else that I can show you later on. Like dinner, probably. All right, so I arrived at the flat. This is it. This thing cost 271 euros. That's about 300 bucks. Jesus Christ, it looks crap, but it's very well located, I guess. Oh my God, this is 300 bucks, 270 euros. Damn, This is pretty low standard. Anyway, I arrived. I'm good. I'm gonna go get something to eat, and I'll see you later. And here it is. I wasn't lying. I'm actually in Barcelona, the landmark of the city, La Sagrada Familia. Wow, what does it do if I zoom in? Oh, wow. Check out the level of detail on this one. That's pretty dope. So the architect Gaudi was from Barcelona, and I don't know if you knew you had to get like a 5-month in advance reservation to be able to visit it. When are they gonna finish it? I still see the crane, and it's been here. It was here like 15 years ago when I came here, and it's still here. When are they gonna finish it? Can you let me know in the comments? It smells like everywhere, like the ganja from my younger days. Oh man, pretty sweet. I think I'm hungry. Oh, I forgot the Spanish eat really late. And the restaurants are opening at 8 p.m. and I usually eat dinner early. I eat at 5 to 6 p.m. and I kind of do a fast until the next morning, whatever fast that is. But anyway, can't do that now. Yeah, this is what I want. I'm gonna go for it. I only had hot pot once, and I'm happy to do it again because it's such a yummy food, or this is how I remember it anyway. Check this out! And this, and this, and this, and this. Oh my God. Well, it's done. So 32.55, it's pretty basic, I guess. The other hot pot I had in the past was much better. So this was kind of like a 3 out of 5. And yeah, I'll try something else some other time. So just found out that the flat that I got doesn't have Wi-Fi, and the host knew that because I wrote to him about it, and he said, oh yeah, sure, I'll give you 25% discount. It might be that it might come back tomorrow, but we're not sure. And that's weird. I mean, why wouldn't you say on the website? And why is it 150 bucks per day and it has no internet? Like, I don't know, man. That's not good. Anyway, he smelled of weed. That's fine. You know, I don't judge because it's okay. But if you smoke weed all day, you're not going to care about somebody else's internet, you know? You're gonna care about, I don't know, eating munchies and watching stuff online or playing video games. Anyways, the thing about no internet is that I was expecting to have some calls tomorrow after I finish at the bank. I still have to work, so I was hoping that I could do that. Doing it in the flat is out of the question, so I have to find a coffee shop. I do have internet, you know, from my carrier, but I don't know if it's enough to have a call for work, like with Zoom, with video, and maybe screen recording or screen sharing. So that's going to be a bit problematic, but nothing out of the ordinary. Just sitting here by the curve, I enjoy it. However, I do miss my family. I wish my kid was running around and my wife was here. They annoy the fuck out of me, but I miss them, even though I just left this morning. So yeah, I think I'm rich. I have a loving family that I miss. So I guess I'm gonna go into my wireless apartment and chill out and just go to bed. Can you believe it's 2025 and there's places without internet in Barcelona's city center? I'm still trying to get over it. Let's go get some fruit and water. All right, got some fruit and some water. 5:51, these numbers are pumping. These are pumping. I'm gonna head and chill out and go to bed. Tomorrow there's an early start. We're gonna go to the bank and yeah, I'll see you in the morning. So I had a really nice surprise because the bank called me and they asked me like, hey, are you ready? We should do this and this and this. And the people from the bank in the Canary Islands. So they call me, hey, are you in Barcelona? Are you okay? We should do this and this and this. And I need you to sign blah, 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 blah. And wow, that was a nice surprise. Hopefully I get this fixed really fast and there's no complications. Not that this isn't complicated enough already. See these everywhere. Catalonia, baby. They are getting someone. Okay, that's done. So it took about an hour. I don't know why it took so long, but it seems like it was such a rare event to open up a bank account in dollars. Nobody knew shit about squat. So they helped me in this very Spanish style of, yeah, sure, but it's not my problem. And I got it sorted. The only problem is that I don't see it in my banking app. So I want to be able to see this in the banking app so, you know, I can actually use it. They said it's going to come up tomorrow. In the end, I don't know. I had to wait for about half an hour to let me know that, yeah, that's why you don't see it. You don't see it because it's going to appear tomorrow. But anyway, all good. So this was done. Before any sightseeing, let's grab some coffee. Had a really nice snack, a coffee and some water. So well hydrated, energized, and well fed. I wouldn't be true to myself in this sightseeing bit if I didn't see the sea. Man, I miss the sea. So I'm gonna go look at the sea. It's about a 40-minute walk, and yeah, really excited to do it because I can see other stuff in the meantime. And yeah, I have stuff that I need to do for work anyway, which, you know, I have some calls, but I'm gonna stop at coffee shops and do some calls and reply on Slack whenever there's stuff coming up. But anyway, I have the whole day ahead of me, so woo. So let's catch up on some things on our way to the sea. So about how the business is going. You know, I made a video about, you know, having hired a sales guy. Well, he actually changed his mind. I thought he was a great person, and he signed a contract, and he said he could start on the 5th of May. That was 3 weeks, you know, behind. That was like in middle of April, and he said he could start 5th of May. I agreed. We signed the contract, and then on the 5th of May at 8 a.m. he sent me an email and said, yeah, you know what, actually I changed my mind. You know, which is pretty weird. I dodged the bullets because, you know, what kind of a person would I have brought in the team that does these things? Like, that's not really how you do business, right? You promise something, you do it, and then that's how you actually, you know, make good business relationships. So he's not starting. That was very frustrating. I didn't say anything. I didn't record a vlog or anything for about 2 weeks about it because today is 14th of May, so it's 9 days after. I was still hurt, not hurt like hell. I don't know, man, that's not something that you do. Because I was in contact with him, you know, he said he would start on Monday, and we talked last time on, I think, Thursday, like 3 days before or something like that. And he didn't tell me, like, you know, hey man, look, I'm looking into other options, or I don't like the salary or whatever. You know, at least I'm not naive. I would have said, yeah, sure, okay, that makes sense. I understand, but just be fully committed until the actual day of starting the thing and signing a contract. Yeah, that's not good. I lost 2 months of my life trying to find this person, and I'm back at the point where I was in February when I was yapping about, hey, I need a salesperson, and how should I do that? Well, if I think about it, it's about 3 months. So I'm in the same spot. Second thing that hurt is, like, I don't really know what I could have done different, because I treated the person nice. I signed the contract. I kept in touch. I gave him some, you know, bonuses, even though he hadn't started. Not bonus per se, but I gave him like the opportunity to incentivize him to, you know, financially so it makes more sense. And he could probably have made a lot more money than I do, which would have been fine if he brought money in. Anyway, this is now in the past. It's done, and I'm looking for another person. I'm still started interviewing again. The other thing that I'm working on is an AI assistant app, and I know, haven't we had enough of these? Well, no, this one for Zendesk is the top-notch shit. If you haven't seen the video, I'll link it here, put it on the screen so you can see it. It has more features than Zendesk AI. It's much cheaper, and oh my god, this is a pretty game changer. I'm super excited about it. And there's only private access because my guys are super conservative. I'm actually very proud of them. They're very sensitive, like, no, we can't put this out, it's not ready, but it will never be ready. So we have this potential client that has about more than 50 agents in Zendesk, and they want to use it, and we're working on giving them access to it. So this is really exciting stuff. I can't wait to see how it actually turns out, because we don't have any actual clients using it, because we've just been testing it, and yeah, hope it works out well. What is this place? Gotta check it out. I made it to the beach. Oh man, I can't believe I didn't bring my bathing suit. I thought everything would be about sitting at the bank all day. So I didn't bring my bathing suit to do some swimming, my goggles, and do some open water swimming. Another refreshment. God damn, €7.50 for a coffee and a water. Barcelona.
Having some lunch.
Dessert on the house. Man, that paella was good. I could have had 5 more of those without any issues. Jesus, that was fucking fantastic. All right, onwards to discover more of Barcelona. Man, these guys, this guy, while I was sitting on the beach for like, I don't know, about an hour, I had about 12 to 15 people come up to me and say, do you want a massage? Do you want a mojito? Do you want to buy a napkin to sit on the beach? It gets tiring, man. Felt like Morocco a bit. Definitely kind of ruins the experience. I guess I'm fortunate enough that I don't have to do this job. And I only have appreciation for what kick-ass salesmen these people have to be in order to get so many rejections and still show up to work and, you know, put in the work and do the sale. Wow, inspiring. I have a thing or two to learn from these guys because I am very lame at sales in this sense, because if I get a rejection, I'm like, oh no, they rejected me. Do they not want me? And it's not that personal, because obviously I do sales and I do get rejection too, but it's nowhere near to what these guys are having to put up with. Could have this trip been cheaper? Yes, it could have been optimized to, you know, decrease spendings, like the Airbnb. I could have stayed in a hostel, which was €50 per night. I could have slept in a room with 12 other people. But, you know, I'm 40 years old. I could have just eaten bread with pate, which would have dropped the cost of food. But I am 40 and I don't put shit in my body anymore. This could have been optimized to, you know, decrease spending from, obviously, here is the zero, which would have cost if, you know, this were like a good bank. And here is the cost for how much this actually went for, so far at least. Yeah, there's good and there's bad. Obviously, this should have been zero, but I like to have had some time for myself. I can't really measure that in anything because I had some time to reflect and think about things and how I can make my business better. and how I can grow it, which usually if you're into the day-to-day stuff, you don't really have time to do. So yeah, very grateful for this opportunity. Ugh, I feel fat now after eating that paella. Anyway, by reading this book, in the plane actually, I came across a chapter where it said that in order to grow your business, you have to take some time to reflect, disconnect from your business so you can focus on the business. And unconsciously, I did that because I came here and, I just spent time with myself without any distractions. And I had time to reflect, and there's some things that came to mind on what I should have done or what I can do better. One is how to do better business discovery and how to pass that on as an SOP, like a standard operating procedure, to my team members so they can do the business inquiries or the business discovery more efficiently, because usually I do that because I have the most experience. Hopefully, with the help of this SOP, the other people in the team will become a bit more knowledgeable on how to tackle business discovery in order to understand the essence of, whenever you set up Zendesk for somebody, why are you setting it up? Like it's just a tool. Think about what the person needs and what the company needs and what that company is about, what the customer experience gaps are, what the business needs are, what the person's needs that you're working with are, what are the departments, what are the processes, what are the flows that run through the company and that run through Zendesk. Some ideas. I'm gonna keep reading. What a treat. Somebody just called me and they saw one of my YouTube videos, a vlog, albeit in Romanian, because I do make some content in Romania sometimes, some vlogs. And they said, yeah, we saw your vlog and we just wanna see if Zendesk is the right fit. And I am due to follow up when I get back from Barcelona. But anyway, such a treat. I'm gonna keep making these. I'm sorry if you don't like them. Some people do. Anyway, so now I have a surprise, and that surprise is I'm going to a museum, and it's a surprise. What kind of a museum? It's very famous. Well, what do we have here? This is water coming down, and inside there's some furniture. Well, what did this artist try to say? Anyway, this is not the art that I wanted to show you. I hope I'm gonna have enough time to visit it because it closes at 7 p.m. and it's already 5:30 p.m. I'm gonna be there in about 5 minutes. So yeah, fingers crossed. Check out this nice plaza in the meantime. I see these everywhere. Catalonia, baby. This is where we're going. This is where I'm starting to recognize the style. It's almost like he needed the start of his life to perfect his technique, and then he would switch into something minimalistic. So this, he used to be this, and this. No matter how interesting you might think you are, you will always manage to bore somebody. Kind of looks like me, huh? No? 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 One of these bad boys is gonna be my wallpaper. Just have to decide which one. Can you help me decide which one? So my guy knew how to paint all along. I thought he fooled everybody, but he actually knew how to paint. All right, the museum was cool. I love that. It was a breath of fresh air. Enjoyed it, worth every penny. 5 out of 5. Getting ready for a call. Guess I'm getting through to the rest of the day, and I'm probably going to finish it soon enough, and I won't be filming anymore. I'm walking in these small streets, and I'm enjoying it. I don't know why. I probably should enjoy it less than I do, but I love it. By the way, the lead, or the call that I had earlier, the lead didn't show up. Somebody booked a call with me, but they didn't show up, so what can you do? I'm going to show you something really random. So there's this elevator that only works with a key. So I do this, and now I can call it. So this is how I call the elevator, with the key. Now I know that it comes down. Now that it's here, open the door, and I have to make it work by putting in a key here, and just pushing the button where I live. And now the door closes. Isn't this the most random shit you've ever seen? Why would you put a key to the elevator? The guy said it adds to the security of the building. Like if a burglar comes in and they see like, oh, this building doesn't have an elevator, fuck it, I'm not gonna rob this one. I don't think it works that way. Out and about to get some dinner, and I'm gonna call it a day because I'm tired. I think I did 16,000 steps. All right, that's quite a lot. I don't know how much that is in kilometers or miles, but I do feel tired, so it doesn't even matter how much it is. I know of a Japanese barbecue somewhere down the road here, and I'm gonna try that. Man, I love how people are out and about and having a beer and cerveza and having a chat. Quality of life is great in Spain. It's one of the best in Europe, I feel, because quality of life is good in other parts as well. They don't have community as much as they do in Spain, which is priceless. All right, so I guess I'll see you later. I'll show you what I eat, and then I'm gonna go to sleep. And here it is. This is did I say Korean barbecue? No, this is Japanese barbecue. All right, let's see what this is about. Now this one I haven't done before, so I'm meant to take these and put them on the grill myself with this. Nice. All right, let's begin. I love cooking up a barbecue, to be honest. Got some algae here. I swear I'm better at this when there's no camera around. Barbecue cooking up. dinner done. It was a 5 out of 5. It was delicious. I can't believe this is so close to the house and so good and so yummy and so juicy. I feel so satisfied. I'm awake now, unfortunately. I used to be very sleepy before I came here. And now that it's getting dark and I ate, I'm starting to feel energized by this dinner. It should be the other way around, but actually, probably I had not too much, not too little, just the right amount. Yeah, I'm gonna go in the house and chill. I'll see you tomorrow in day 3. The only thing I have to do, like it's pretty big, is like to meet somebody who's a sales representative from Zendesk that lives in Barcelona. And yeah, we're gonna have a business lunch. And then, yeah, some emails, a call with the team. So yeah, see you tomorrow. Good morning. I have a little update on the Airbnb customer experience, the flat I'm currently in. I wouldn't be giving out this update unless it is related to customer experience. So I got a concession from the host, and he offered a 50% discount in exchange for no internet, because there is still no internet, not when I arrived and not the last day when I'm leaving. So he said, look, you're the first booking, and if you can imagine that, I'm the first booking of the flat, and he said he needs a nice review, and if I'm willing to do that. And so he gave me 2 concessions, which is giving me a good customer experience after all, because I'm lucky enough to have internet. So he's giving me 50% discount, which is 110 euros, which is about 130 bucks. And he lets me leave at 3 p.m. So that's good. That's a win for me. And I will give him a review, because the flat is in a really nice area and has really nice walking places around and restaurants, and it has all the amenities it needs. Assuming the internet will be back, and it's not the end of the world, they can get it back quick probably. Well, not quick enough. I'm okay with giving that review in exchange for the 130 bucks back, which is fine. Anyway, that's the update. I said I would judge the customer experience, and I am doing it. Morning coffee, 360. There's this running joke that the Spanish have, which is, I live in Spain without the S, so they live in pain. Well, it might have something to do with the exorbitant prices for rents and for property, for buying property. Because, for example, in this hipster neighborhood that I'm going to show some footage of, I browsed how much the rent is, and you can see on average, as me scrolling, is about 2,000 euros, which is 2,400 bucks, or I don't know, 22, whatever, 100 bucks. So it's pretty high for European standards. And also, if you look at this footage of me browsing for buying property, it's like 600K, 700K, 500K, really high prices. So the Spanish can't really compete, because in a very gentrified place as Barcelona, because so beautiful architecture, arts, coolness, and quality of life, healthcare, and the beach close by. A lot of people flock here to come and move, and especially digital nomads, which is giving a hard time to the locals. It's hard to compete with people that have remote jobs, that make, work in tech and have, 5, 10K salaries. Yeah, I live in Spain without the S. I live in pain. That's where it comes from. And unfortunately, mass tourism doesn't help either. I know this place struggles with that as well. Had a quick business lunch, and it went well. Paid $23.40, and now I'm on my way to pick up my things from the Airbnb, hop on to the airport to get the flight back home. I'm leaving the Airbnb now. I'm giving it a 5 out of 5, although even if it had internet, it would be a 4 out of 5. I'm giving it a 5 out of 5 because I have been bribed with half the amount that that I paid. because they didn't have internet, which I thought was a good deal. Now I'm on my way to the airport to catch a flight back home. So yeah, 90% of this journey is done. This is bus number 1 to the airport, and it's 265. Each bus has this when you get in, and you can pay by card directly. 265, the second bus to the airport. Made it to the airport. Whoever made it this far in the video, you're a legend. Thank you so much. And here are some planes from the airport. Well, I won't be using Norwegian. My plane is that one, Wizz Air, who is a semi-crook company, but you know, they've been around for so long. Yeah, they kind of squeeze every little bit of money out of you, but what airline doesn't do that these days, I guess? So how do I feel today? I need a shower. I'm tired as fuck, to be honest. Bro, forget everything I said about this airline. I'm so grateful for this crew for landing us safely. Oh my God, there were turbulences like I've not experienced in a long time. So, flight turbulences, 4 out of 5. Home safe, 5 out of 5. Oh man, I'm so grateful to be back and to be back safe. Oh my God, everybody's an atheist until the turbulences start, and I did say some prayers, my friends. Oh, made it. Last ride, and I'm home. Thanks for watching. You're a legend.